welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Rhonda Wardlaw. All you have to do is go over to United States Naval Academy for one of the most enjoyable hours during the season. That would be watching 16 men fight it out, one side of the net, the other side of the net. Of course, I'm talking about Navy volleyball. And joining me right now is Heidi Mash. She is the head coach with USNA Volleyball. So great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
You know, I actually have seen the game, so I know it. And it's so fast. It's such an exciting game. And I know the matches can go anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. But if you have an hour off on a weekend, we need to get over there and enjoy some volleyball.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about the guys, because this is a not-stop, action-filled game. Yeah,
it is. They're a great group. They're very athletic, and the men's game of volleyball is very fast.
Yeah,
it's a lot of pass set attack, quick side outs, points being scored very rapidly.
Yep.
So yeah, it's very, very exciting.
And get out of the way of the ball.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
got some power behind it.
I have gotten hit a couple times accidentally, but yes, it does.
I think we'll see throughout the interview. Our cameraman also got hit while we were there. Let's talk a little bit about the guys that are on there now. Are you able to recruit? How do you find your players?
Well, this season in particular, I actually came on board after they had picked their team.
Okay.
So we have a tryout in mid-September, and any one of the midshipmen can come and try out that's interested.
Yeah.
I guess recruiting is a possibility as men's volleyball grows on the East Coast, and I have exposure with the juniors in the high school. You know, that would be a great future endeavor, I think, for us. Right now, we go with the interested midshipmen that we have.
Now, it's always interesting to me when I talk to the coaches because you're talking about getting your players from the academy, but you don't work at the academy and yet you're a coach. Let's talk a little bit about your background. I love this.
Right. Well, I've been involved in volleyball for a really long time. I started playing when I was a kid and played through high school, played in college. Wow. And once I finished playing in college, I went on and started coaching in high school and then started coaching in college. So, you know, I've been around it a long time, and I was very fortunate that I can work volleyball into my schedule and raise my kids at the time. Yes. And so it's enabled me to pick up positions like this when they become available.
And bring a very proud mother. You might want to tell us about one of your daughters and where she's attending school.
Yes, my oldest daughter is a plebe right now at the Naval Academy. She actually is on the varsity volleyball team.
Isn't that exciting?
Very exciting.
Now talk to me about that mother-daughter whole, you know, how does that work on the court?
Well, I was able to coach her for many years through high school, and I was a volunteer assistant with the women's team for 5 seasons.
Okay.
And right prior to her starting her freshman year, I decided to step down so she could have her collegiate experience.
How exciting.
So I just thought that was really important for her and for me too.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a parent and just be a fan. And in doing that, the men were looking for a coach, unbeknownst to me, and I knew a couple of them from working camps and stuff. And they said, hey, any chance you'd want to coach us? And I thought, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Let's go for it. So yeah.
And you have to be more than a fan when you are coaching these guys. Talk to me about the dynamics of coaching this team.
Yeah, it's you know, I always tell them I'm your toughest critic and your biggest fan. And I'll celebrate with you when you reach a success, whether it be learning a new skill or beating a team we haven't beaten. But I'll be on you like how you can get better as well. So and it's interesting. I enjoy them so much. I really do. Just seeing them improve and challenging them with things, and then having them challenge me back sometimes is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now ranked 5th in the EVA division for the conference, right?
For the club, club division.
Club division. Talk to me about going into nationals. I mean, what are you up against? 5th is pretty good.
5th is pretty good. Yeah, we did really well this season, and it's always good as a coach. You kind of have a game plan for your season, and you hope to peak at the right time, not peak too soon or peak too late. And I think we're doing that right now. We went through some injuries early in the season, and maybe we weren't as strong as we've been in past starts of our season. And right now, tomorrow we leave for Houston, Texas for nationals, and they're all excited. I'm excited. You know, we'll get to see some teams that we don't play during the regular season.
Right.
And you know, just go out there and have a lot of fun and play some great volleyball. And for the seniors, this is probably their last big organized event. You know.
And how many seniors do you have on the roster?
We have 4 on the roster right now. We have one, unfortunately, that suffered an injury who won't be able to travel to nationals with us, and another one also that won't be able to travel. So two seniors traveling to nationals.
And quite a few freshmen, plebes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We have a big junior class and smaller sophomore and freshman classes. Yeah. But yeah,
so you got a growing team, as they say.
You always want to have room for growth. You always, because sometimes some of my players come from other sports. Maybe they started out a different sport at the academy and decided that for whatever reason they didn't want to participate in that anymore, and they came out for volleyball.
Yeah.
So you never know. I hope never to lose anybody, but you never know. It happens.
Except to graduation.
Exactly, exactly. Except to graduation. So.
Talk to me about what will happen during the summer months when they're either deployed or they're on break. Talk to me about what type of a exercise regime they should stay under.
Well, I mean, the guys are great about working out and training just in general. So I don't give them, I'm not going to give them anything standard. Some of them will be out on ships. Some of them, they can be doing any kind of things, the underclassmen, the freshmen, maybe out on a cruise, maybe doing YPs. So it's really hard when you're on a ship to get really good training in.
Yes.
So we come back in September, or they come back in August. In September we have our tryouts, and that's what, fortunately for us, our fall is our non-traditional season. So we do a lot of individual skill training and conditioning and getting ready for what the future will hold in the spring season when it's the real deal at that point.
Absolutely. Going into nationals, what do you hope for? I mean, is there really a goal that you go in, or do you just kind of?
No, I mean, I think I always have a goal. I always have a goal that we win, of course. Winning is the ultimate, but also that the things that we've worked on throughout the year start to come to fruition. That individuals start to realize their abilities even more, and then as a team, they start to gel even more, and things are just going their way, so to speak. Yeah.
Absolutely. You were talking about the attack and the pass and the speed of the game. Talk to me a little bit about getting somebody in the mindset to play such a, I'm trying to find the right word. Competitive, that's good.
Yeah.
I was going to say abusive. Competitive, because it's, talk to me a little bit about
I find with the guys game, and guys in general, they're, it's one-upsmanship, it's like the game of chess. They make a move, the other team makes a move, we make a move back.
Okay.
So it's always a level of competition across the net, and then the guys are always kind of pushing each other too to do better and to do good things on the court. So.
And it really is, by all definition, a team sport, because when you could easily just, do whatever you do to get it on the other side of the net, they're setting it up for other team members. Talk to me about how that.
Yeah, it's very important. We have certainly some members that are stronger, for example, as hitters, and the other people that are more strong on defense and passing, but without any one of those things, the others can't occur. And so it's very important that as a team that they work together, and that each, individuals, they understand what their roles are too. They have very different, dynamically there's very different roles, sometimes from player to player on the team. And it's important that they understand that, this is what my job is. And there are times where I have to say to somebody, this is what I need you to go in the game and do. Focus on, this is what we need you to do. This is what the team needs you to do in order for us to be successful. So.
Do the leaders come to the surface quickly, or do you see throughout the season these leaders kind of coming?
Yeah, it's interesting to see how things go throughout the season. We have some of the upperclassmen who've been through the routine and also been through the Naval Academy system, so they understand what it takes. They understand. And then my underclassmen, my plebes, sometimes my sophomores, they're a little sometimes more wide-eyed, and they're dealing with class schedules, and they're dealing with the rigors of being at the academy and then coming to practice every day, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job with it. And so they learn how to lead in their own right. And sometimes it's just a matter of leading themselves, because you also have to learn how to be a follower. You have to understand how to follow the leaders.
Excellent.
I can't have 16 leaders.
Right.
I have nobody following, and that's not a team anymore, but they have to lead themselves in their own right also.
Talk to me about the camaraderie of your team. Do you see it really tight?
I do. They are a lot of fun to be around. They're a close-knit group on and off the court, which is nice. And you always have at a facility like the Naval Academy where, again, the underclassmen look to the upperclassmen as how do, getting through certain situations, or if this will be okay or that'll be okay. And then when they come in the gym, they'll poke at each other a little bit, and but they keep it fun, and they're respectful of one another, and really push each other to work hard and play hard.
That's great.
Yeah.
I always feel bad asking coaches, but sometimes it's fun for a coach to be able to talk about some standouts that you have on the team, and perhaps some of the seniors that might be leaving. Is there anybody that would come to mind?
I mean, Greg Reichel is a senior who he's had an outstanding career there. He's been a volleyball player. He played all through high school. He's had an outstanding high school career, and we count on him a lot on the court. He's a 6 rotation player, which means he's always on the court for us.
Wow.
And he's probably about 6'7", so he gets the ball a lot, and he can hit out of the back row if we need him to. He also plays defense and jump serve, so he's very, very important to us.
Yes.
So.
And what about a younger one coming up through the ranks? What do you?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of exciting players coming up through the ranks. You know, so it's tough for me to. I don't want to get their egos all blown out of proportion. So I'm just gonna
leave anybody out.
Yeah, or leave anybody out. Yeah, because once I start with one, it's tough not to go on to many others. But yeah, I'm very proud of all of them. I think that I'm very proud of my plebes and my sophomores also, because they've really they push and work hard to keep the upperclassmen in my starting group working hard. And I think that's the thing that I've noticed the most since I started with them in the fall. When we started out scrimmaging, A side, B side kind of a deal, yeah, we weren't getting a lot out of it. And now it's a dogfight out there.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of good competition, and that's really good.
And we always have to remember that the ultimate is the graduation, and then they go on to serve our country.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, what an honor to have these amazing kids and then future leaders of America. So. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you very much.
If anybody would be interested in perhaps learning more, and you know, there's a lot of parents watching this too, that their kids might be coming to the academy, how would they contact you and learn more?
Yeah, you can go to usna.edu/men's volleyball. And we have a very simple website that'll have our schedule and our roster and stuff on it. Or if you need to contact me directly, what is it, navymensvolleyball@gmail.com.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Thanks again so much.
Thank you so much.
It's really a fast, fun game to go watch.
It is. It really is. Very enjoyable.